HR is a tough spot to be in. When everything goes right, hey, you got the right people in the right places doing the right things at the right time. HR is almost fun. But it rarely happens. Instead, we have a much more difficult role, don't we? And nevertheless, with a tough situation, HR is considered primarily a cost center. HR doesn't ship a product, manufacture a product, sell a product. So the work that we have to do very, very well and find a way to add significant value. So if we're talking about employee terminations, how can you define who's going to get the termination notice? And we're going to call him hypothetical Hank. May I? Sure. Are there specific questions that you can ask if you really want to know, hey, is it time to say goodbye to Hank? If you ask yourself a question, said, hey, does Hank actually add to this company or does he subtract? Does he put energy into the organization or does he suck it out of the organization? If I coached and counseled Hank for the next 6 months, do you think I could really make a substantive difference in Hank's performance or in his behavior? Did anyone ever ask that question? Perfect. Thank you. What's your position, Hank?
Audiovisual.
Okay, you're the audiovisual expert. We could have used you. Hank, if we were going to hire another audiovisual director and we were conducting a search and Hank was one of the 5 candidates that we were looking at, would we hire Hank again or would we go in a different direction, maybe with one of the other 4 candidates? How do we know if it's time to fire Hank? Well, if Hank came into my office and resigned, and sometimes that's exactly what you wish would happen every day, isn't it? What would happen? What's likely to happen? Would I be secretly relieved? Thank you, Hank. We'll hate to see you go, but don't let the screen door catch you. Hey, would I attempt to keep Hank on board with a counteroffer? Or if Hank gave me his 2-week resignation, his 2 weeks notice for his resignation, what would my reaction be? If it was secretly hip, hip, hooray, praise the Lord, I would be very excited. But Hank's not going to do that, is he? Because in many cases, the Hanks that we want to say goodbye to never go anywhere, do they? They're there a day after day after day after day. So deadly.